second-year student of the Department of Civil Engineering, enrolled in its B.Tech course. I'm from Patna. I'm a voter of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence. I'm contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Students Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for the academic session 2012-2013.
You may continue with the SOP.
During my stay in IIT Kharagpur, I have been involved in many extracurricular activities. Apart from my association with Springfest 2012, I have holistically been involved in various social and cultural events. I have exhibited my coordination skills while working dedicatedly for Springfest 2012, Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence, Hindi Technology Dramatic Society, Technology Students Filmmaking Society, and I.Sec in IIT Kharagpur. As a core organizing team member of Springfest 2012, I was involved in the three major facets of the fest, namely sponsorship, event management, and publicity. I brought in a total sponsorship amount of rupees 2,90,000, which includes alumni contributions and company sponsorship. During Springfest, I was the member in charge responsible for conducting all the informal events which were organized on a much larger scale this time. During my official holidays, I worked for the publicity of Springfest in Patna and Delhi. I have also been a member of the gold-winning inter-hall choreography team of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi for the academic session 2012-2013. I have also been a member of Hindi Technology Dramatic Society. I have participated in 3 dramatics productions in my first year and 1 in my second year. I was an integral part of the gold-winning team of Nukkad and Rangmanch in Springfest 2011. Our team also won gold in Nukkad and Stage Play in Carpedium 2011, the annual cultural festival of Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. Apart from this, I have a senior diploma in Kathak dance from Prayag Sangeet Samiti, Allahabad, and have done numerous individual stage performances during the course. The General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Students Gymkhana is responsible for aspects ranging from social and cultural general championship to Springfest. And this position of responsibility requires great commitment and perseverance to make these a success. I am confident that if elected for this post, I will bear all my responsibilities efficiently to the best of my capabilities.
Since past few years, there has been no girl candidate contesting for this particular post of General Secretary of Social Cultural. So how are you going to handle this post?
Yes, ma'am. Keeping in mind the fact that since the past few years, there haven't been any girl candidate, this does not imply anything that is based on the gender. I think just as any other hall of residence has not had a General Secretary, Social and Cultural, so is the case with the girl hall of residence. I think the parameter that should be taken into account is not the gender, but the individual qualities of the person. Apart from this, I would like to inform everybody that there has been a General Secretary, Social and Cultural female in the year 1999 to 2000, and her name was Ma'am Smita Babu Uthaman.
Surbhi, I have a question for you, and I just wanted to know that in your SOP you have mentioned that you played a major role in informals this year.
Yes, sir.
In 2012.
Yes.
So I just wanted to know what steps did you took in particular for publicity of informal events, because since they were conducted this time at a larger level, I just wanted to know what steps did you took for the publicity of informal events.
Sir, the informal events were conducted in the arena on a stage named Jester's Vault, and I think the stage was so prominent enough that there was no need of publicity to be done. There is no kind of special skills required for informal events to inform you, and the turnout was greater than 500, and I think there was no publicity needed.
Surbhi, why did you mention being such a good dancer, Kathak dancer in your statement of purpose? Do you think it's relevant to your statement of purpose?
Sir, I have learned Kathak dance for 10 years, and I have a senior diploma in Kathak dance. And I would like to add learning this dance form since the past so many years has inculcated in me skills like dedication, commitment and coordination. And I think this skill will be useful in my lifetime.
Involved in conducting all the informals during SF 2012.
Yes, sir.
Could you please tell me how many events were scheduled originally?
Sir, originally the number of events that were scheduled were 10 informal events.
Okay, alright. And can you just tell me how many events were conducted finally?
Sir, 21 informal events were conducted.
Surbhi, I have a follow-up question. Why were you the only member selected for conducting the informal events? There were 25 among your team, and why was it that only one was selected?
Yes, sir. During the organization of Springfest 2012, I was keenly involved in the framing and the organization of the informal events. I think so that seeing my keen interest towards the informal events and my contribution with newer informal events ideas, my heads team decided to give to make me the in charge of the informal events.
Surbhi, first of all, congratulations for a wonderful SOP. You've done a lot in your stay at IIT Kharagpur.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Surbhi, considering everything that you have done, I have a very simple question for you. You are a member of Springfest 2012, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you want to become a head of Springfest 2013? Why a G.Sec? What is the motivation behind that?
Sir, I would like to inform you that a co-team head is responsible for one of the aspects of the fest. I think the post of the role of the General Secretary in coordinating a Springfest is maintaining a coordination between all the teams, and being a General Secretary, I can always contribute to all the aspects of the fest. And apart from this, being the General Secretary, social and cultural, if elected, I would get the opportunity to coordinate the various social and cultural events happening in the institute.
Okay, Surbhi, now can you emphasize more on the word larger scale when you mentioned about informal events?
Yes, sir. Last year, the informal events were conducted only on the perp stage, and that were to very few.
What was the number?
Sir, there were 4 informal events conducted on the perp stage last year. Apart from that, this year there have been 21 informal events conducted on the informal stage, which saw a huge participation of greater than 500.
Surbhi, if you have noticed that there have been some problems with regard to secretaries of the General Social and Cultural Committee in the past few years, that I want your opinion on the fact that what will happen, or what are the steps that you want to take if a secretary under you resigns from his post?
Sir, this has happened previously, and I think if such a situation comes, then me and my counterpart, the other General Secretary, we would together work towards managing all the events of that team, and we'll conduct all the events successfully.
Maybe apart from the activities you mentioned in your SOP, are there any other activities that you've participated in?
Yes, sir. Apart from being a core organizing team member of Springfest 2012, a member of Hindi Technology Dramatic Society, Technology Students Filmmaking Society, and IIT in IIT Kharagpur, I was also a part of National Service Scheme where I taught school children and also took part in blood donation camp. I am also a member of National Sports Organization Swimming. Thank you, sir.
Surbhi, Surbhi, what are the skills you actually gained through your participation in all these activities, like inter-hall activities or STDs? What are the skills you gained?
Sir, by participating in the various activities, I have gained skills like dedication, commitment and coordination.
Surbhi, if I'm not wrong, as per the SOP, you were a part of the choreography team of SNR Presidents this year.
Yes, sir.
Can you please enlist the chaoses or so-called problems that happened and any solutions in your mind for them?
Sir, there were few violations of rule, which is not in my hand, that is in the hands of the team performing. Apart from that, a problem that occurred during the event was that the judges list was not provided to all the teams. The marks breakup was not provided. In that case, what I can do at my level is persuade the judge to give the list, because as mentioned in the rule book, the judge's decision is final and binding, and I cannot force anything on him or her.
Maybe I have a
question for you, and I wanted to know that you mentioned that you want to become the general secretary because you want to be involved in all the aspects of the fest. If I talk about sponsorship, can you explain me your role? I have two questions in this. Can you explain me your role in case of sponsorship, being a G.Sec, general secretary? And secondly, what is the general approach? Can you briefly describe what will be the general approach of approaching a company for sponsorship for Springfest for any event in Springfest?
Sir, firstly answering the first part of your question, as I mentioned before, what I said was that as a general secretary, I can be involved in any of the teams wherever I think I can contribute. It is not necessary that I should get into all the teams. And regarding the sponsorship, as a member, I have brought a sponsorship amount of rupees 2,90,000, and I think the experiences that I have gained in my member time, I could use it even further to bring more further company deals.
Sir, Surbhi, my question, your answer, according to me, your answer is still complete. Can you briefly describe the procedure by which you will approach the company for sponsorship? Can you just briefly state the procedure right now?
Sir, for approaching the companies, there is a sponsorship team selected, a team of sponsorship heads selected, and I think mentioning the procedure exactly which Springfest follows is not wise at a public forum.
Surbhi, so do you have any plan for like Northern Tech Pistol or Uriya community or BTDS is already in the Gymkhana? So you have any such plan to so that they can arrange some fund or like allocate some talent or whatever they are? So you have any such proposal for them? Like they are sponsoring their own culture, but still now they are not under Gymkhana. Or you have any such proposal how they can actually spread their culture?
Sir, I really support the fact that there are a number of societies and groups coming up which support their culture and tradition, and I think for financially supporting them, the decision lies in the hands of the President, Technology Students Gymkhana, and I would approach to him in this regard if ever needed.
This will be the last question to the candidate before we move on to the next candidate.
Okay, before I ask the question, I really want to applaud you again for the initiative you took to teach school children. I thought that was very... Secondly, I would like to ask you, do you think Springfest compensates the people who come to perform for everyone here? Do you think they compensate them well?
Pardon, sir, I could not get your question. Could you please be more explicit?
Do you think they are provided enough money to perform here? Do you think Springfest deals with them fairly?
The outstation participants.
As well as the celebrities or the musicians, do you think Springfest deals with them fairly?
Sir, regarding the deals that are made with the celebrities, all the deals are finalized beforehand, and the celebrities and a memorandum of understanding is signed between them. So I think there is no point to raise a question on that. And regarding the prize money that is given to the participants, depends upon the sponsorship amount that we have. We cannot bring any amount from the sky, and whatever amount we have,
Exactly. So, in the light of that excellent explanation you gave, wouldn't you say that these people who get this money in a timely fashion deserve to know how exactly you procure this money from companies?
Sir, there is sponsorship deals done between Springfest and the companies through which the money comes. Sir, I think that is a procedure of Springfest, and I should not disclose it on a public forum how exactly the process goes on.
I think clarification regarding this can only be given by the G.Secs. With their permission only we can go forward with it. Surbhi, thank you. You may take a seat.
Three proposals. My first proposal has two parts. Firstly, I propose to promote and propagate the culture and tradition of IIT Kharagpur by providing nationwide coverage to illumination and rangoli. Secondly, I also propose to collaborate with non-government organizations so that the performances and submissions of the general championship events with social theme can be used to promote social cause. In my second proposal, I propose to procure 2 Variacs smoke and strobe machine for installation in Netaji Auditorium during various social and cultural events. The cost of renting the instruments for 2 academic sessions comes out to be the same as the cost of purchase of these instruments. This one-time investment would basically prove highly economical in long run. In my third proposal, I propose to introduce a script writing competition in Springfest 2013. This event would be an online script writing competition which would be open to all students. This would bring good recognition to feature talent through certification by renowned film institutions associated with the event. The copyright will be in the name of the author or the film institute with due credits given to the author. Mentioning the details of my first proposal, I propose to promote and propagate the culture and tradition of IIT Kharagpur by providing nationwide coverage to illumination and rangoli. Illumination and rangoli presented in different halls of residence would be video recorded. These videos would be sent to the associated news channels which would telecast this event, which is a unique tradition of IIT Kharagpur. Secondly, I also propose to collaborate with non-government organizations so that the performance and submissions of the general championship events with social theme can be used for promoting social cause. The videos of the dramatics event and the images of the fine arts event submissions would be given to non-government organizations for utilization in their various social awareness campaigns. All performances and submissions would be equally considered to be used irrespective of their ranking in general championship. This would be done in consultation with the respective teams.
Surbhi, what's the motivation behind this proposal?
Sir, there are a number of talented students present in Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur who work hard to put up events like illumination, rangoli and the various magnificent performances in inter-hall events, and I think their efforts should be credited, and if it is utilized for a social cause, there can be nothing better than this.
As something that has already been proposed before.
Yes, sir.
Like telecasting the inter-hall GC events on national television.
Sir, I would firstly like to tell you that my proposal is not regarding telecasting of the events on a national level, on a national channel. The events are to be used by non-government organizations, and clarifying your point, such a proposal has been put up regarding the live video recording and not anything regarding the non-government organizations.
But it was also mentioned in that proposal that it should be telecasted on news channels.
Sir, regarding the telecast on the news channels, it is regarding illumination and rangoli and not the inter-hall events. The inter-hall event videos would be used by non-government organization for promoting social cause.
Yes, I understand that, but what was the reason this proposal wasn't implemented?
Sir, as per the knowledge I got from the previous general secretaries, it is due to the budget constraint.
Can you please give me a financial breakup of your proposals? What are the finances involved? And can you please?
Sir, firstly, I would like to tell you that in my proposal, the students do not have to put in any extra effort. What has to be done is a video recording of all these events and to be sent to the respective areas where required. I am myself a member of Technology Students Filmmaking Society and I have talked to my governors. They have well-equipped instruments to record all of these illumination, rangoli and the inter-hall events, and they have agreed to do it free of cost, and hence this will later be sent to the various areas required.
You do understand that for recording the entire illumination and rangoli event, there is some finance involved. How are you saying they'll do it free of cost? They would need some money. From where will the finances come from? And is that the lowest quotation you have? This is question number one. Question number two, are you sure that they'll have the right amount of manpower that time during illumination and rangoli, the members of TSFMS, to do it?
Sir, answering your first question, anything that is free of cost is the lowest quotation.
There are always finances involved for video recording. You would need a cassette, you would need other equipment. How are you saying there are no finances involved?
Sir, I would like to inform you that according to the talks that I have had with the governors of the Technology Students Filmmaking Society, they assure that they can do the recording themselves without any financial requirement as per now.
Surbhi, I appreciate the fact that they are doing it from their end, but what is their motivation behind getting the finances from their end. Are you understanding? They will require videotapes to videograph the entire illumination Rangoli. From where are they arranging their own finances? They're after all students of IIT Kharagpur, right?
Yes, sir.
So how are they arranging the finances for this?
Sir,
and why can't you do it from the Gymkhana side? Because it is something you're doing for the students at large of IIT Kharagpur. Why do you have to burden a few student governors of TSFMS? And why can't you just get the money from Gymkhana?
Sir, firstly I would like to tell you, the Technology Students Filmmaking Society has put forward it as their own, that they would bear the cost themselves, and if they feel that they require it in future, then we can take it into consideration. And presently, if it is their decision to record the video, and I would also like to add on this, that this election soap is being recorded by them free of cost for the student body, for those who are not present over here.
Surbhi, tell me something. If by chance at any point of time the Technology Students Filmmaking Society is unable to record the events, what are the other alternatives that you have in mind?
Sir, firstly, the Technology Students Filmmaking Society is competent enough to do the video recording. Still, if in any case there is a problem, I think you should refer to the Annexure 1 of the proposal, wherein I have mentioned we have taken quotation from Goel Infotech, which has agreed to do the video recording for rupees 2,000 per camera per day.
Surbhi, you mentioned that you will be giving the videos of all the inter-hall events and Indonesian Rangoli to an NGOs. How does an NGO plan to use those videos?
Sir, sir, I've had talks to 7 to 8 non-government organizations presently, and they have responded very positively in this regard. They said that they could use these videos for promoting various social causes in their campaigns. And not just this, they would recognize these videos by giving certifications to the students who have actually acted in the team which has prepared these videos, who have actually participated in this.
Surbhi, all the proposals you have not included a point of security. For your information, I like to add, in 2010 there was a fight between IIT Kharagpur and MIT. Maybe that is the reason there is a less number of participants this year. So you have any such plan to enhance the security during Spring Fest?
Sir, I think this question is out of the range and purview of my proposals.
Okay, then you are not actually concerned with the security.
Sir, it is not like I'm not concerned with the security. I think this is not the correct point to ask this question.
Surbhi, have the governors of TSFMS agreed to record the videos for free of cost for only illumination in Rangoli? Okay, the TSFMS society at large, has it agreed to record the videos of only Illu and Rangoli? Or have they even agreed to record the videos of the entire dramatics events at IIT Kharagpur and then which you are sending to the NGOs?
Sir, firstly I would like to answer your last question, that all the video recordings of all the dramatics events would not be video recorded. Those who are based on a social theme and that can be sent to a non-government organization would be recorded. And as I've mentioned again and again, that the Technology Students Filmmaking Society has been positive regarding the video recording of these events, and you can consult them if you're not sure of it, even now.
Regarding the fact that you've contacted a lot of news channels which would probably telecast the events, right? Regarding your first point that you want to provide nationwide coverage to illumination in Rangoli, you have said that you've contacted a few news channels.
Yes, sir.
I see that you have mentioned the name of a few news channels and the people working in it, but I don't see any confirmation from your end.
Sir, we'll just provide you with the confirmation.
Yeah, thank you. And can you please also list that they have given the confirmation that they might telecast? Do you have a rough idea that what sort of shows do they telecast in their respective channels which have the capacity or space for such kind of a telecast?
Sir, firstly, the confirmation that is being given to you is from CNEB, which is a news channel. I think it will be very, I think it is very good at their part to portray the rich culture and tradition of Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur by means of portrayal of illumination and Rangoli.
Thanks, Surbhi. I think you answered all the questions.
Thank you, Surbhi. Siddharth, you can come and